There's the moon. Hello, moon. We are coming for you. We're going to get you. We're coming to get you. Wow, I'm amazed. That's full thrust, but yeah. Just shows you what an ass. I guess this was a much bigger burn than the burn we did to get our into the atmosphere. Nice. Okay. Put this back on here. I'm seeing notifications popping up. We should know. We got some milestones, of course. What are our We have performed a rendezvous maneuver around the sun. We have started construction on our first station around the sun. The game really does need to learn what a space station is. I get that one all the time for doing funny things. Okay, and we have performed a docking maneuver on the sun. On the sun, we have performed a docking maneuver. Very well done. Okay, and our second one has to do with the contract to do a low-resolution SCANsat survey of the moon. I had forgotten that was even happening. Cool. Okay. Yeah, and you can mine the asteroid for ore, James is pointing out. And I know the first time I ever did that, mined an asteroid, I was very disappointed with how little I got out of the moon. It was, or out of the asteroid. I was very, very, very disappointed. Honestly, I think the best place for getting ore, if you really want to be practical about it, like have ore to make into fuel or other resources that you're going to use in around the Kerbin system, maybe to fuel up interstellar ships and that kind of thing, or your other ships that are booting about, I think the best place to do it is Minmus. And just have Minmus build a refinery on the surface. It doesn't cost that much to get that ore off of the surface, or the fuel if you refine it on the surface. Probably putting a refinery in orbit might be better and just take the ore off the surface of Minmus. I think that's kind of the way to do it. Asteroids are fun and all, but practically, in this game, I just don't think they're really that practical. Alright, we are about halfway through. Again, I'm just nervous about time warping because of the physics of all this. It's too bad I didn't have a contract. This is all for funsies. But you know, I got so much. How much money do I have right now? I'm at like over 3 million Kerb bucks. My reputation is like getting close. I don't know what, probably about 80-something%, I would guess. It's hard to read that scale, but you know, I can sort of forgo contracts and just do what I want. All right, let's see here. Still got a minute and 40 seconds left in this one. I'll be honest, this is going, maybe I shouldn't say this, but this is going better than I would have imagined. I was really nervous with the aerobraking maneuver, but I clearly didn't have to be. Okay, we got... Our inclination is now down to 13 degrees. Which is definitely what we want. I'm honestly not that sure how much that aerobraking saved us anyway. But it was fun. Okay. What do we got here? How much left? About 40 seconds left. This is clearly going to be the longest burn of this whole mission. Our periapsis just dipped into Kerbin. That's what kind of happens quite often with these plane change maneuvers. But then it should dip back out again and we should get that camera rotation back to where it was. I actually like the camera though. Whatever. All right, there we go. We're back out of the atmosphere on our periapsis. Our inclination is now at 0.5 degrees and still dropping. Oh, I still have RCS on through all that. Shoot, I didn't notice that. Okay, I'm really using up the monopropellant. I got to be careful. Okay, that does that. And there is a nice orbit. Pretty darn close to equatorial. Now what I need to do is intersect the moon. So obviously what I need to do is put a maneuver over here at periapsis. And I need to push out my apoapsis so it intersects with the moon's orbit. But clearly I wasn't going to get the timing on this right, right? Because it's just kind of what it is. So what we're going to do is just hop ahead orbits until we're close to getting a Mun Encounter. Oh, that is going to be like that, is it? Oh, I might just live with that. That's in almost 4 days. I think I might just live with that. I was going to see. I didn't know if I needed to get more clever than that, but it looks like it's going to be fine. So let's focus here on the moon. And let's see if we can not dial this in a little bit. No, that's the wrong way. Maybe if I play with the timing a bit, this way. Oh, nope. And I want to go for a polar orbit. I don't know why, because I'm a silly... Here are all... Let's turn off all those capsules. They're actually one of them, just to sort of point out, Mr. Legee here is still in. You know what I should do? You know what? Let's forget about Legee here. Still needs to be rescued. So maybe a better plan. Maybe a better plan, instead of going for the old polar orbit, is help facilitate both picking up Legee. And, oh, why was I doing the radial part? That was just dumb. Radial should be 0. Okay. Come back to the maneuver here. All right, I was hitting radial instead of hitting retrograde, I think is what I wanted. But why not see if I can not kind of do a little bit of both? We are coming in here. That is the wrong side of the moon if I want to rendezvous with Legee. So, no, that's not helping. Timing doesn't help. So I gotta get prograde. Just come around the other side. There we go. And back. Change the scale down. What do we got here? Can play with the timing a little bit, maybe? For sure I can. No, I can't. Shoot, I was going the wrong way. Ah. I think the timing's pretty close to the best I'm going to get. Okay, let's... All I'm doing is putting the periapsis so that it is underneath. We'll look at this straight from the South Pole if we can. Just like that. And we're going to do a correction to bring this... I'll see if we can put ourselves into an orbit very similar to Legee here. And then... Am I going the right way? I am. I'm coming in from this side, and Legee is going around that way. Yes. Okay. So, that burn is in 5 days and 5 hours. So, again, that's going to require some time warping, but we are closing in on the end of this. Where is... Oh, this way. I want to get, again, some decent exposure on these solar panels. Where is the sun? I am not doing a very good job here. Up, up, up. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to cheat and time warp here just to stop it. Okay, that's good enough for exposure. Okay, I'm going to make an alarm. I'm going to use Kerbal Alarm Clock rather than this warp to node thing, given that it's so far in the future. I'm going to give myself... How long's the burn? 39 seconds. I'll give myself like 10 minutes warning. All right. Let's time warp out there. So let's go, let's go. I want to get this done. So we're going to go around a few times. Woo! Oh, we got another coronal mass ejection heading our way. Woo! All right, here we come. It's going to be fun building a moon base around this thing, moon station. That's actually kind of more like what I'm looking forward to more than anything else. Okay, so let's get a little closer to this burn here. Get ready to execute it. Okay. Run that. Put on RCS to get it to swing around the right way. And then remember to turn it off once it's on its vector. You think I went the wrong way, Charlie? I can still fix that. But we'll check in just a moment. It's certainly within the realm of possibility that I did go the wrong way around the moon, that is. But we'll do this burn as it stands right now, and then we will take a look-see. You see, nice. Let's turn off the... Okay, I think it's settling in, so let's turn off the RCS. Yeah. Get ourselves closer here. There's the moon. We're coming for you, moon. Why wouldn't I want that? Michael's saying the rescue contract is retro. I don't know if you want the asteroid to be the same way. Why can't I put... there's no reason why I can't put a station in retrograde orbit about the moon. The moon rotates so slowly that it's a little bit cheaper to land from a prograde orbit, but it's not dramatically different. I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. Just to do something different. We'll send some Kerbals out this way too, because there's science to collect. You can do EVA reports around the asteroid. I believe you can collect yourself a surface sample from it too. Okay, let's take a look at this from here. So here we can see, am I going the wrong way? We'll find out in just a sec. Here is, woo! So here is Lagui coming around like this. And we are coming in from over here and coming in the same, so when we meet around here, we'll be going in the same direction. I'm going to use a little RCS to finish this. Oh no, not RCS, burn this. That's pretty good. Okay, and then we need to make ourselves a mid-course correction here. This is now looking familiar. It's the kind of stuff we do around the moon all the time. There we go. Try to find a good spot for this. I think about there. So let's see if we can dial this in a little bit. So I want the periapsis. We're going to get a really nice encounter here. Like the plane of the way we're coming in is very close to the plane of Lagui's orbit. Not 100% sure. I don't need to match. Maybe not match this orbit. Let's see. What's a nice number for our orbit? 50 kilometers. We're gonna go 50 kilometers. Why not 50? Whoa, what did I just do? Let's bring this down. There's no reason to. It was like going for, like, I was going to rendezvous the asteroid with Lagi, which would be a really bad idea. And actually, the reason it'd be a really bad idea is because of Kerbalism. But if I just put it into an orbit that's close to being in the same plane, I rather like that idea. And then we'll get some Kerbals. That way the same mission that can... there we go. I'm happy with that. That way the same mission that can... Why are you spinning all over the place? Silly. Solar panels have good exposure. Okay. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, the same mission that will get some Kerbals to come out and investigate this asteroid... can also, I actually have to bring this thrust down to do this burn. Oh my gosh. Can rescue Lagi at the same time. Thus, killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and I'm all about killing the birds. Another coronal mass ejection. It is. Yeah, we know. But how's... I'm sure Valentina's fine. All right. Must be close to running out of ignitions, Zed says. I have 9 ignitions left. But you're right. I should have been keeping an eye on them. Oh, RCS on. I am getting close to running out of monopropellant, though. Nine ignitions left. The thing is once you get your Kerbin Capture, you know, let's say all of a sudden, like, let's not hope it happens, but let's say this engine fails. I do have a Kerbin Capture. I don't know what... Oh, why am I doing that? I was going to go to map view and I ended up scrolling out. But here, I'll show you. Get this burn started. Are we good? We're good. Oh boy. Wasn't quite on the vector. It's doing the best it can. R. Burn's complete. R. Off. There. Oh my gosh. Okay. Much monopropellant. But what was I saying? If all of a sudden the engine failed, I am still... No, I'm no longer. Okay, if the engine failed now, I'd be in trouble. We're getting flung out of the Kerbin system, but... Okay, hopefully that won't happen. I'm living with that. Let's get out there. How are our solar panels doing? 50, that's fine. I just want to get this done. So, SOI change coming up. In a day. We're coming. Okay. And yeah, we'll keep alarm clock going for a little bit longer. Let's get into the SOI we need to be into. Am I already there? We are already there. Now I have a script to actually circularize here. So run circularization at periapsis. So there is our nice capture burn, 280.6 meters per second in a plane that's pretty close to Lagi's plane. And that is coming up. Oh, it's a I reduced the thrust so the actual burn time's too long. Let's put this back up, and if it does, all you got to do is get one more ignition out of you, buddy, and we're done. Okay, so again F5 because I'm nervous, makes me less nervous, and let's get down to that maneuver. Actually, let's do an alarm. Do it this way. Maneuver, give me 3 minutes warning. That'll give me a chance to point you in the right direction. All right, buddy. One last burn. Your job will be complete. How are we doing for monopropellant? We're using up that monopropellant. Is when it slings it around. I'm glad I put these extra RCS blocks on the end here, but they do burn through it. Okay, just let it settle in on its vector here. I think it's pretty good. Get ourselves a little bit closer. And what's the great thing about this thing is it is completely reusable. I did put a docking port on here. So if I wanted to, I could send up a ton of fuel. I could dock with it. I could fill this all right up again. I can get a Kerbal to service this engine. This guy can go out and get more asteroids. We can start putting them together like Tinker Toys. Asteroid Tinker Toys. Oh, I am so happy. I honestly didn't know if I was going to be able to get this done all the way, like, during this stream. But it looks to me like this is working out perfectly. So the moon is just about to get... Oh, yeah, we have our capture about the moon. So the moon now has a moon. We have a little moon around our moon. Oh, I can see Kerbin over there. Nice. Still got what do we got? 750 now meters per second, about another 100 to go. So I'll have about 650 meters per second. Thank you, Philip. Philip says, strong work, sir. I'm pretty happy with this. I have done it before, but it's been a long time. And although I think practically this really doesn't serve much of a purpose, it sure is fun. What is the period of the asteroid? That's a very good question. We are, where does it show orbital period here? There it is. 51, yeah, it's 51 minutes and 34 seconds. We are done. There we go. We can rotate this for the solar panels. But otherwise, I'm inclined to say this is in its orbit. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. I am not done with this asteroid. We are going to be making some use of it. I don't have a station in around the moon, and I think this will give us a nice foundation on which to stick things to. We'll send some Kerbals out here for sure.